Cheers, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of the Cocky New England podcast. Um, I don't even know if we have any listeners for one or two, but we're here having a good time anyway. Still drinking, having fun. Um, have any listeners, then we also don't have anyone listening to me say, go buy shit off our Teespring. But
you should check it out if you are there.
Yeah.
only check it out if you are watching, because you clearly have good taste, and we think we do too. So we think you probably have decent fashion taste. Go buy a few things so we can afford to actually buy things for ourselves so we can wear it for the podcast and further promote it. Be like one of the first people to like fund a Kickstarter, kind of, in a weird way.
Exactly. We'll consider you a founding member. That means absolutely nothing, but we'll consider you something.
Yeah, you'll be special in our hearts, but we definitely won't know who you are. But anyways, I wanted to start it off hot with a topic that hasn't been discussed. It's a surprise topic for both of you. Seltzers. Where are you guys at in the game?
What did you say?
Seltzers.
Seltzers.
The seltzers. Where are you at? Are you a Truly guy? Are you a White Claw guy? Are you a Bud Light seltzer? Corona seltzer? Are you crazy?
All right, if you're a Corona seltzer person, you
seltzer
belong
guy?
in an institution. If you're a Corona seltzer person, I'm just gonna put that out there. I have been loving the Truly Lemonades seltzer combo thing. Those are so good. If you haven't had them, I recommend them. They're pretty good. But I am not a big fan of seltzers that much. I never liked seltzer water in the first place. Kind of fucking weird to me. So, and it doesn't get me drunk unless you drink 2 12-packs. And then at that point, you're still not that drunk.
I mean, they're 5% for the most part.
Are they, though?
That's what the can
Let's
told
see.
me.
Let's see. I brought some options here. We got Truly Pineapple here at 5%.
I believe that it's 5%, but I get drunk off
Bud
of
Light.
Not bad.
Black Cherry, 5%.
Arguably the best flavor of all seltzers, though, is black cherry type flavors.
White Claw Tangerine, 5%.
I like you have different flavors across the board. Not only like different brands, it's a different flavor every time.
I mean, he's gonna show me a Corona seltzer right now, too.
No. I'm not a fucking sociopath. Come on.
I honestly, I think the Trulies and White Claws are good. Like, I don't have them, like, I'll have like a sip of them here and there. It's not that I don't like seltzers, it's that I feel weird drinking them, so I don't.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, the second I find myself, like, on a lake or something when it's nice out this summer, I'm gonna be pounding quite a few seltzers if they're available. I'll probably buy some myself, but, you know.
If I'm playing like Slap Cup or Stack Cup and someone decides to fill it with seltzers, I'm fucking ecstatic. That's like a round off.
Yeah,
But
right. That's just easy
I can't
right
like
there.
bring myself to just be holding the can. I just can't do it. It's a pride thing. I just can't.
Surprise.
I can't let it happen.
I think there's a time and a place. You know what I mean? Like, I actually disagree with that thing. Is like, if I'm doing some sort of a beer Olympics or I'm playing drinking games, it's like, it feels sacrilegious to have a seltzer.
Pat, your internet is garbage right now.
I'm also burping. I also have a COD update downloading right now.
Yeah, so
Pause that.
you're legit cutting in and out every fucking third word.
All right. We're going to move closer to the router.
Exciting stuff
Right.
happening.
This is a good time to shout out our Facebook pages. We've been posting articles on that. We're trying to get those up. Check out our YouTube channel as well. I noticed our first, when I go on my phone, our first video doesn't show as many views, but I think we're getting we're getting some views on some of our videos. So go check out our YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, because we need more views.
Yeah,
We don't have nearly enough.
I don't think our second podcast got many views yet, but
So the
we're
funny
getting-
thing about the second podcast is because I went away that weekend, I posted it, had like a published, like ready, set to schedule that Saturday morning, posted it out. Did not remember to post it on the Facebook page.
I
Where
noticed that. I was going to ask.
100% of our followers get the stuff from.
Yeah.
So that was my bad. That was my fault.
I mean, I honestly noticed if I had known that was on purpose, I could have done that too. But
Yeah, I wasn't near a computer. I was like out doing shit,
yeah,
being social and stuff like that. So I
actually
didn't do it. Just didn't do it. And I am
we'll get
realizing
those up.
that yesterday felt a little late. So we're moving past it.
Yeah, I don't know if you've gone on Facebook on your phone at all, but I was trying to investigate. I didn't want to get like scammed or anything, but when I scroll on Facebook on my phone, I noticed I didn't use it. I kind of wish I did now. It said there was like a $10 credit to like boost our articles, but then I went on the computer and it wasn't there. So I was like,
Yeah, it probably it sounds fake.
but it was on like our article link. You know what I mean?
See, it's probably Zuckerberg was feeling generous for a couple minutes there, and then he changed his mind.
Right? He's like, oh, you didn't do it right then and there. Too bad.
Yeah.
Classic Zuckerberg. So Pat, you seem like you want to talk about the seltzer thing. Do you have a big point you wanted to make?
No, I was like, I've got a shitload of seltzers in the fridge.
You needed a reason to be drinking them. That's what it is. You needed a reason to be drinking them.
I wanted to make sure that no one was going to suggest, like, at the beginning stages of a, like, gender transition, if I pulled one out and started drinking it.
So,
not
like,
that
what
there's anything wrong with
like we do with Daniel and his Trulies.
with the ciders. Soft.
Hey,
cider
today's
today.
a cider. It's a little. This is a little more respectable.
Oh,
I think.
dude.
This is as close to a beer as you can get.
No, you're getting Angry Orchard. That's the basic.
It was the only thing
cider.
that was.
Get
Dude,
a
I went to
goddamn
Rite Aid.
Downies.
I live in New Hampshire. I bought alcohol at Rite Aid. Okay.
There's just so many better ciders.
There wasn't there. This was the only one.
100% certain. Beer. You could have gotten beer.
Could have
I
gone
could
beer.
have, but
I gotta-
don't really want it.
I got a 36 pack at Costco today.
Really.
Kirkland brand?
No, they don't have Kirkland anymore for beer. They only have for hard alcohol. I was heartbroken.
Really?
I wanted some Kirkland Lights. I wanted a 72 pack of Kirkland Lights because I have a 36 pack of Bud Light.
I noticed
36
at Rite Aid when I just went there, they had a 15 pack of Keystones for like less than $10. So that's always a classic go-to right there, I think.
When I got the other day, I got a fucking 30 rack of Michelob Ultra. I thought that only came 18. I didn't know you could, like, I saw 30 of it, so I had to get it.
You're right. You're like,
I didn't know
I'm
it came in a
taking
30.
up on this.
I was taken aback by
I
it.
feel like I might have seen one like years ago. I'm not sure.
I feel like I've never had Mick Ultra in my life.
It's actually pretty good.
It is. I'm not like I'm not
Yeah,
a
it's
big
pretty
beer
fucking
person
good.
either. It's pretty good.
I just don't think the opportunity has ever presented it.
So
Not a beer that I see in the aisle, and I'm like, yeah.
You know how the old slogan for Keystone, it's smooth like Keithstone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Michelob Ultra is actually smooth like Keithstone. It is.
Yeah, like
It
they
is
lie.
fucking-
Like Keystone lies, but like
Yeah,
they could have used that slogan.
yeah, they could have just stolen that because like you like take a sip of Michelob, you're like this is smooth, much like Keithstone.
Exactly.
So you
Really?
should give it a try. Big drinking weekend ahead of us. Big drinking weekend ahead of us.
Big drinking weekend.
You guys got big plans for the 4th?
Nope. Might. I mean, I might, like we were talking, we might do something, but it sucks. All the lake houses were booked 2 months ago. It was tough. I mean, I could have booked a lake house and stuff, but
You could have.
all the lake houses were booked like months ago if you looked.
I'm still trying to figure that out. A couple and I are doing some sort of a camping trip. Did I just cut out for a while, or are we
Yep.
good?
No, you cut out
Good.
constantly.
Oh, okay. And I'm still. That's just a thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Goddamn Spectrum. They're getting $65 a month, and their internet sucks.
If people bought our T-shirts, this wouldn't happen.
honestly, like, come on, guys.
It probably would happen because Spectrum's the only internet provider in this area, so they kind of have a monopoly, and they fuck you.
Charter. It's okay. Just wait for RCN to get in there, and then it'll be worse.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's what we have our competitor. It's Comcast. RCN's allowed now in, and it's just worse. So you still have to pay Comcast.
they still
stuff.
Effectively have a monopoly.
Yeah. It's great. But where you're going, you have some options for the 4th?
Yeah, so some friends and I were trying to figure out what we're going to do, whether we're going to rent like a house up in northern or maybe a yurt or just go camping in the woods.
Fucking yurt.
We're not really sure, but we are sure that we are getting
It's
absolutely
awesome. I can't understand anything. The lag is great, dude. I can't. All I heard was camping.
Is it really that bad? It's fucking brutal.
It's really fucking bad.
It's saying my connection's unstable, I think, now, too.
Oh, my internet's so bad, it's fucking up yours.
It's honestly so
awesome.
bad. It's honestly to the point where, like, should we stop and re-record? But we do one take, so we're not doing that.
No.
But it made me think.
We are
about
not up to that quality yet. This is what you get with if you're putting the time into watching this. This is what you
For those of you
getting yourself
watching
into.
not audio only and you're on YouTube, you just get side of Pat's ass right now. Nice big close up. Really zoom in on that.
I'm getting.
We just had a guest. We had our first guest. You see those shoes or socks? First guest on the show.
That's my roommate Ben.
Fucking Ben, piece of shit.
He's playing COD. He's trying to unlock the new sniper right now. Is to unlock it, you have to have 15 games with. Actually, we're gonna have a guest.
Cheers.
Look what he's drinking. Bud Light Seltzer.
Oh, so that's where you got him from.
So I'm untangling a cord here, an internet cord, and we're gonna have some fucking unreal.
Hardwiring that in.
I'm hardwiring like it's fucking 2002.
Hey, Pat. Is it in?
It's not in yet. You'll know
Okay.
when it's in.
I feel like I won't.
You're gonna
Like
feel
you'll
the
need to
change.
notify me.
It's so fucking tangled. And I'm kind of fucked up. So it's exceptionally difficult. All right.
I'm still chomping at the bit for his 4th of July plans. Like I've asked the question a couple times. Internet cuts out every
God,
time.
Now you're cutting out for me.
Yeah, it's
What's
your
up?
internet, champ.
2.
Oh, this is going downhill fast.
All right. It's in, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Nick stopped cutting out for me too. So Nick started cutting out. I don't even know.
Dude, I think that's your internet at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm about to figure this out myself.
So here I am, hardwired.
Oh, he's still cutting out. He's hardwired in.
Nope. We're not connected yet. We're still.
You know what? This actually happened with me last time. I'm gonna move my computer like 3 feet to the right, and that'll probably help.
Yeah. Just, invigorating stuff happening right now.
I don't know if I mentioned this last week when the same thing happened, but my router happens to be placed in the basement in the ceiling. So if I had to reset the router, I would have to
Who the
literally go
fuck
down.
put it there?
Yeah. I question it every time.
Dude,
So
get in.
It's not possible to reset my router right now. So I have a long Ethernet cable, so I'm getting that hardwired to my Xbox at some point, so I can.
Dude,
get
you
really
can
good
on
download
Amazon.
speed.
You can get a Wi-Fi extender, put it in your room. It'll secure a certain amount of bandwidth for you. You can put a private password on it so no one else can touch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
It's like
need that.
$15 on Amazon.
It is in. It was in, but not like connected. It had to like authenticate.
It sounds
or whatever.
in now. It sounds
Yeah,
in now.
it sounds
It's-
in.
It just
So
had to sound.
before it gets worse, what were you saying? You might be camping or something? 4th of July.
Might be camping, might be renting a yurt, might be renting a house. Don't really know yet, and we're trying to figure it out, and it's getting more and more difficult. And camping is becoming more and more the only option.
So answer this question: is camping fun?
I fucking love it.
I've been camping with you, and we wasn't fun.
It's never fun.
No, here's
Camping's
camping with
never
Pat. Here's
fun.
camping with Pat. I got you. So we're talking about, what are we gonna do like this weekend? We had like a pretty decent group of people, like 6-7 people. And Pat's like, we're gonna go camping. I got this great spot. And we're like, okay. Pat's got the spot.
Right?
He
I'll
had some
trust you.
camping gear. Our other friend had some camping gear. We go to this spot. We park. 17 signs. No overnight camping. Overnight camping not allowed. Overnight camping subject to fine of so many dollars. Pat's like, it's fine.
Pat goes fucking.
It's fine. So we walk into this like little hiking trail, probably quarter mile, half a mile in, and there's like the remnants of a fucking colonial house. Like someone dug out the basement and then murdered everyone and got rid of the house. And Pat's like, this is where we're gonna put our tent. Fucking sets up the tent there.
Like, sick.
And we're like, okay, this isn't bad.
This is a good spot.
It's time to crack a next drink. Sorry to cut off the story here. What am I
Bud Light
doing?
Seltzer. Say Bud Light for now.
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
So Pat, we set up there, and then me and some other people, we're setting up base camp, and Pat and a lady friend of ours are like, we're gonna go for a walk, and then Pat's gone for fucking 2.5 hours. By the time Pat came back from his walk, everyone's goddamn shit faced. Some stuff happened, just all this, and then Pat's stumbles back, and he's like, oh, what are we, we're gonna make a fire. So shut up, Pat, we're going to bed. And then we all go to bed, and then at 5:30 in the morning, Pat wakes us all up. He's like, we gotta go, we gotta go early because we're actually not allowed to camp here. And we left at 5:30 in the morning.
We have to leave.
That's camping with Pat. That's camping with Pat.
Did you not get fucked up and have a good time?
I honestly don't know if I had a good time. I definitely don't.
If people didn't get too fucked up, would you have had a good time?
Maybe you were gone for most of it. So
I had a good time.
I know you had a good time.
To answer the question, camping is only fun when you're planning it, and I think you're like, oh, we're gonna go camping. It's gonna be lit. This is gonna be so fun. We're gonna fry our fucking hot dogs and this and that. We're gonna do all this stuff, and it's gonna be great. And then you get there, and you don't know how to set up a tent because you're too drunk already. You got shit faced once you were 10 minutes down the road. You cracked open 3 beers, shotgunned a couple. But then you can't build a fire because only one of you knows how to build a fire, and everyone's questioning you.
And none of you brought a lighter because you're like, oh, we'll just rub rocks together. Because
yeah, we'll just get some flint or something.
If Peter Griffin can do it, I can do it.
Exactly.
And I'll just rub some rocks together.
And then you end up running out of bug spray, or the bug spray just never works. You get the candle. The candle never works.
Bug spray.
Yeah, who cares? It sucks. Camping sucks.
But it's so much fun to talk about and act like you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I just bought a tent. No plans on using it, but I have it.
I actually just bought a hammock that has a bug net on it. And it has a bug net and a rain fly, so I can just go hike out into the woods with just a hammock and just sleep.
Just sleep. I mean, that's one way to do it. I mean, hammocks are always a way to go.
Hey man, I am so close to doing an Into the Wild right now. I feel like if I can just kind of dip my toe into it, I might actually move to Alaska and just go completely off the grid and live off
You're
berries.
I'm a little
You
worried
can do
to
that in
start
Maine.
because I will do it.
Just
No,
go real deep North Maine.
No, I could go up North Maine and do it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've been when I went to school up at UMaine for that 1 year, I was there. I had some friends that lived even farther north. They took me up there, and there was about 200 people in their whole town.
Yeah, the mayor's a goddamn moose.
It was weird. It was it wasn't weird, but I was just this is just, there's nothing anywhere. There was it was pitch black and raining and kind of foggy at one point. I was terrified, mind you. And this kid was just driving, swerving around the road. He's like, dude, I know the road so well. I'm like, no, it doesn't matter if you know the roads. I can't fucking see. We're going to die.
There's no one else on the road, so what's going to go wrong?
I don't know. It was terrifying. But yeah.
Yeah, so
Northern
camping
Maine,
sucks.
Camping sucks. Like, not
Camping's
fun.
great. Camping's great.
So now that we've established that camping sucks, we had the similar one of going to a beach day, like a full beach day. Is that fun?
Better than camping, I can tell you that.
Is it though? Is it?
All right, I'll even agree with you though, because I was gonna say it's better than camping, but it still kind of sucks. Because a couple weeks ago, I think it was a couple weeks ago now, me and a few of my friends, we were planning on going to Hampton Beach, and mind you, I knew it wasn't gonna end up happening because we didn't end up leaving like the area until like 2:00, and I knew everyone was gonna be, but by the time we got there, people were all still just getting there, dude. It was crazy. So we waited in about an hour of traffic before we even got near the parking lots, drove around, all the parking lots were full, got to a parking lot that wasn't quite full yet, but as cars were coming in, cars were leaving. So then it was my turn to pull in, and the kid looked at me and said it was full, and then people started beeping at me, so I had to drive on. And then we got onto the beach, unfortunately, which was never the plan. We got stuck on the beach in traffic for another 2 hours. And then we ended up just going to like Salisbury.
Wait,
So,
did you?
the beach kind of sucks.
So you didn't play weird $2 max blackjack at Hampton Beach?
No,
at the casino?
we drove by Hampton Beach. That
Why
was our
did you
time
even
at
go
Hampton
to
Beach.
Hampton Beach?
Because there was
Abandon your car.
nowhere to park. Nowhere. I was even sitting there at one point and I was like, clearly we're all trying to get to the beach right now. Why don't we just all stop our cars in the road? It's like, we're all trying to get to the beach. Like,
So that felt like a vote for beaches suck.
beaches do kind of suck. I'm the first person that even says, dude, I'm not fucking going in the ocean. I hate the ocean. I'm scared of the ocean. I can barely swim. I just sit on the sand and get drunk and play catch with a football.
So you tried to get to the beach at like 2 p.m. though. No shit, there was.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is.
But everyone else, that was my point. A lot of people were all still just getting
So it was
there.
a lot of
was
people are
main
trash
time.
though.
It was like
That's what you're. A
main-
lot of people are trash
like,
humans.
it was the biggest inflow of people at the beach. It was ridiculous.
Dude, you grew up next to a beach. Amateur hour going at 2.
Who the
Revere
but-
Beach was 5 minutes from your house.
And it's disgusting, and I didn't even like it then.
Yeah, still terrible, but I'm saying, going at 2 is fucking amateur hour.
I don't go
Yeah,
to
but there
Revere
were
Beach.
times before. I feel like this was a rare occasion. It was like the first really nice possible beach day since COVID hit. So, like literally everyone in the from the North Shore area went up to Hampton that day. It was ridiculous.
Okay, Pat, your vote.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't go to Revere Beach either. I don't like stepping on heroin needles. So
It's a fun game. It's like Russian roulette for your
Yeah,
feet.
I don't know why you're hating so much. You're talking shit about our hometown, man.
I know I am.
Taking shots, and I don't
100%
appreciate
know
it.
I am.
Don't appreciate it.
But like, I also know that the three of us have been shit-faced at 16 years old, walking down whatever we could get our hands on, whatever creepy man would buy us beer would get us.
They did.
They
Shout
did
out to them.
because it was Revere, and they probably needed the money for heroin.
Good point. Really boost the economy.
Yeah, look, exactly. We're just helping. We gotta help. It's a circle, man. We're helping the lower class. Money's gotta flow.
Okay, let's take Revere Beach out of the equation. Let's say
Revere Beach
generic,
doesn't
not
count.
terrible
You
beach.
can even go. Nahant's nice. Nahant's even a beach day. That's like.
No, Pat, I'll
right
give you,
there.
your nice Rhode Island beaches. A Newport, one of the Newport beaches. Is that a fun day?
Okay, so my opinion, it depends on the day. I'm a Narragansett guy. I go to Narragansett, and what's shitty about Narragansett is you got to get there early, as there's not going to be parking. Blah blah. I got a friend
Wait, so
who
that's
lives.
not just a beer.
What?
Isn't that a beer? I was like, wait, that's not just a beer.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Narragansett.
Narragansett
isn't that like a
beer.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was
No,
like,
it
that's
is-
not just
it
a
is a
beer.
beer.
I'm
Yeah,
very
Gansett.
thrown off right now.
Gansett. Yeah, yeah. Crush them. Crush it like Quint. Any
You
roll.
threw me off right
I
there.
know
I thought
exactly
you were
what I'm
talking
talking
about
about.
beer this whole time. I was like, what the fuck? I thought we were talking about beaches.
Narragansett is a town in Rhode Island that Narragansett beer. Well, if we really want to get into it, Narragansett was
Don't.
a Native American tribe. Then white man came along,
Okay.
told the Native American tribe to go fuck themselves, but still kept the name of the area.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
That was our show of respect. You know, like
yeah, right.
that was our way of showing them that we didn't
Was that
do
the
anything
payment?
wrong.
They got naming rights. That was the
Yeah,
payment.
Exactly. That was what they got out of the deal. It was a fair deal.
Then a brewery came along, and they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna name it blah 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 blah." And that's
Out of
why
respect.
if you find like old Narragansett beer memorabilia, there's like a Native American dude, and it's just whatever.
Okay. Got you off topic a little bit there. My apologies.
Narragansett Beach is also a thing. Narragansett Beach is good day. Most people have to get there early because like it's just mayhem. You know, like people, like, if you're not there by 8:00, like don't even try. Like if you're leaving your house at 8:00 and you're like,
That's
oh,
what I'm
shit,
saying.
dude.
That's what a beach day is to me, though. You get there early as fuck, and then that's your day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
have
want to
mul-
leave
You
by
have
like
multiple
12.
meals packed. You have multiple meals packed.
That's ridiculous.
Yes. You
12
pick up
ham and cheese sandwiches.
you pick up Dunkin' on like Dunkin'
Yep,
iced
Dunk's on the way.
coffees. Yeah,
Yep.
like it's just the way it is. I think it's good. I'm happy with it, but you have
I
to
like
have
a good
variety
beach
of
day.
things.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't.
The waves have to be good. If the waves are shitty, it's just like, why am I even here? You got some good waves. I'm just a fan of just going in, just getting fucking destroyed by the waves. It sounds
So
like
you're just sick in the head, okay? You're like
I think
you behave like a 9-year-old at the beach.
I think we have different ideas on what a beach day is, because a beach day to me is just binge drinking.
Yeah,
In a
sitting
beach
there in the sand and getting
So my
drunk.
whole time, I'm just
shit faced.
my whole time though, I'm thinking like I could be in a building.
Yep. I love going in the water though. And like I love getting
Okay.
shit faced and then jumping in the water and fucking around and swimming and get
I
some
think that's-
goggles.
I think
Some
that's the
goggles, dive
difference
down,
here.
find some shells and shit.
The
Like
difference here is you actually want to go in the water.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a big no-no for me. I'm
So
not a fan of that.
If you grow up in Revere, it's kind of bred into you that if you go in the water, you will get AIDS.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
you're
that's-
probably not going to survive very. Like,
Sorry,
your
my
survival
bad.
rate.
That was
like,
that was ignorant. You will get
Yeah.
HIV, and then HIV will become AIDS. So I think I have an aversion to the open ocean, and that's why I
Yeah.
hate beach days.
I didn't even think of it. That's a great point. Like, because that's
Yeah.
definitely the root of my ocean fear. And yeah,
It's not drowning.
I
it's
see the
AIDS.
ocean. Yeah, I see the ocean, and I'm scared of it. I'm scared of just what's in the ocean. And Revere definitely contributed to
One
that.
of three things that happen: you go in the water. One, you'll get AIDS from the water. Two, you'll get raped by a whale and get AIDS. Three, a stingray will come by you. He'll be like, "I got Steve Irwin. You're next." You'll not narrowly miss it, and then step on a heroin needle and get AIDS. Those are the only three
So,
things that
like,
can happen in the ocean.
yeah. So not going in the ocean.
I'm just a fan of it. I'm not afraid of the water. I actually feel like I feel safer eating like seafood than I do like eating food from the land, because it's like, oh, seafood came from the ocean. It feels like it's a better thing. But my idea of the ocean is Rhode Island, which is a little less heroin needle-y than Revere. So like when I close my
Wait,
eyes,
so
and
heroin
picture-
needles aren't on the beach everywhere?
No, it's not like shells.
That's weird.
Natural.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
I
why
didn't know
North
that.
Shore clams are so good. It's just got a little
Yeah.
bit of heroin.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Just a touch of heroin in them.
Why we're so known for all our seafood up here. You know.
So I could definitely see that being the line though. It's like, do you like going in the water? If not, well then why the fuck are you at a beach?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Just
you're not
stay
Because
by a pool.
you have an
Make friends
obligation.
with rich people with pools.
You have an obligation to go to the beach so many days if you live within an hour from a beach.
Yeah, you gotta go at least once. Like
You got
just
like
to
an
say
obligation.
I went to the beach this year.
You got to hit your summer quota, because the most annoying thing is if you tell someone where you live, like, oh, that's not too far from the beach. Like, how often do you go? If you say never, they're going to talk at you for roughly 3
Yeah.
hours.
You gotta
need
say
to be
I
able-
go every year.
Yeah, you got to say I go once in a while. Like I make an annual trip, and then they leave you alone. And then they leave
Yeah.
you alone.
Like good for
So
you.
it cuts out less talking, to other people, which is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I just go to the beach semi-frequently, so it's not a concern for me.
Okay.
In Rhode Island, instead of ham and cheeses, you go to the Italian bakery and you get pizza strips, dude. It's just like pizza that you eat at room temperature. There's no cheese on it. It's just tomato sauce and dough, and it is fucking fire.
That sounds strange to me.
I remember you brought them one time because I didn't know what they were, and I tried them, and they did not meet the hype you built up, but they were pretty good. I thought they were better than I expected, but they did not meet your hype.
Yeah, I feel like you didn't expect very much of them, though.
So, but here's the thing. You're not Italian, right? So, like your palate is kind of pizza, right? So, in other words, I'm saying go fuck yourself.
It makes sense. No, I get that. It was interesting because it seemed like you made a really good point, but you cut out for the entirety of it. So I don't know what it was. But then you told me to go fuck myself, so that's how I know it was a good point. Because you ended it with that was like an exclamation point with your dick.
Truly.
Sure, save the White Claw for last.
Yeah. Not that it's the best, but just
but
like
it's but like it started the movement. It started the movement.
Yeah.
It's OG.
Fuck Bon and Viv. We're gonna ignore that those mermaid things happened. And we're just gonna give White Claw all the credit.
I don't think I've ever had Bon and Viv.
That's the OG.
Oh shit.
Okay, guys, we gotta talk about it.
Cam Newton.
Yep.
Oh, what is that? Why am I wearing a Patriots jersey, you ask?
Slater jersey for some fucking reason.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Special teams wins championships.
Hold on, we get.
Oh, is it our second guest? Yes.
Oh, doggy.
Yeah,
He's scared of the thunder.
This had two guests, so.
Yeah, this is a big stop.
So.
Big stop.
Yeah.
What's your cat's name?
It's not my cat.
Your grandpa's cat. What's its name?
Looks about the size of a cat.
Because it is a cat.
It's Shadow.
Shadow. That's a cat name too.
That is definitely a cat name.
Yeah, see, I didn't name my grandparents.
That's a cat name for
But
sure.
yeah, Slater jersey first of all, because most underrated player probably out there, and I want to be one of the few people that's able to say that I guarantee anybody out there, nobody knows anybody that has a Slater jersey. I'm the one person you know that has a Matthew Slater jersey.
I think one of the Kavanaughs has a Slater jersey, Pat.
Don't care.
It sounds like an Evan thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I am all in. I'm back in on the Patriots, man.
You're all in on Cam Newton?
I am hyped. I am well aware that he could be one of those signs that ends up getting cut before the season even starts. But I am all in. I am all in. It's like to the point that I'm calling AFC Championship again.
So so you're back on our train. So my thing is,
I'm back.
I worked really hard to make myself love Jarrett Stidham these past couple months.
I like that you call him Stidham still.
Yeah,
I respect
fucking Stidham. So I did some shit to my mind to convince myself that he was the second coming. I was like, we're good. God is our quarterback. Everything's fine. But now we have an actual quarterback on the roster.
Exactly.
And his contract is nothing.
It's mostly incentive
nothing.
based.
And that is why I'm about it. But the only thing is, and Pat texted us this earlier, is Newton guaranteed starter with that contract? Because that's not a starter contract.
It's not a starter contract.
I don't think he's a guaranteed starter, but it does bring up a good question, honestly. Like, what if Stidham does beat him out? Stidham. What if Stidham happens to beat him out? Because you know what's crazy is just a couple of days ago before the signing happened, we were all saying, is it going to be Hoyer or Stidham?
No, we knew it was Stidham.
Yeah, we knew, but like now it's just in the question of, is it going to be Stidham or Newton? I think it's going to be Newton. I think he's healthy now.
It can't not be Newton. He's so talented.
That's what I'm saying. And people are giving him a bad rap. He's been injured for the past 2 years. He's played 8 games in the past 2 years. Before that, he was at the top of his game.
And I'll say it, like, I was one of those people giving him shit because I will relentlessly hate on people who are not on my team.
Yeah.
Fuck LeBron James, that
kidding me?
talentless hack. Like, if you're not on my team, I don't care if you're a transcendent talent. You're
Yeah.
trash. Now
Especially
that
Cam
he's a-
Newton. He was a big personality. You're supposed to hate him.
Yeah.
If
Now that
you're,
he's on our-
especially as a Patriots fan.
yeah, now he's got a contract with us. I
Love him.
appreciate the talent.
Love
Let's
him.
fucking go.
Superman. I want to
I
see
can
it.
see it. It's like the opposite. Remember how we were talking about before with Brady? How you have like the goggles off now and you can see clearly.
Yeah.
I have,
I
the
have
same
the goggles. I just put them on.
Yeah, now he's we got our guy ready to go. But again, like that money, that's not starter money. It's weird.
So
Wait,
here's
I didn't even really see it. I know it's a 1-year contract. What is the money? Because I know it's mostly incentive based, isn't it?
I think the numbers like it's veteran minimum, which is like 1.6,
Yeah.
but incentives of up to like 8.5. I think. Pat, do you have anything? You look like you had
Yeah.
it.
so it was like all in all basically comes out to be 7.5.
7.5.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't know. I haven't like I don't have ESPN. I don't have TV anymore. It's just like I don't need to pay for that, and I didn't research it, and I got rid of Facebook, so I don't really have any source of information other than just like people
Listen to-
like texting.
You listened to WEI for 12 minutes today, and he's bringing that
Yeah.
knowledge to us.
You have quite a bit of knowledge on it if you listen to like 5 seconds of sports radio.
Fucking Fourier gave you the whole lowdown.
So,
He brings-
so that's-
Everyone will let you know that we're going to the Super Bowl.
So I think where I'm at with it is we're going to have Cam Newton start 10 games this season. I don't know which games it's going to be. Or we're going to have like a dual quarterback sort of thing where we're going to be kind of trying different things out.
I promise you Belichick's not going to do that, but continue.
Why do you say that?
He would never. I'm not going to say never because, I mean, when Brady first started, I mean, Bledsoe came back in the playoffs for when Brady got hurt at one point. But I don't think Belichick would ever consider not having one absolute starter throughout the season. And the only way I think he would ever consider not starting his starter is if he was playing so terribly bad. And I can't really see Cam Newton playing so terribly bad. So the only way Cam Newton is not going to play 16 games is if he gets hurt or is if he doesn't start the season, is if Stidham starts the season and then he takes over.
Or if
I
he
agree
gets
with that.
or if he gets suspended for deflating footballs or some other made up shit like that. But
Well, he's a Patriot now. He's
Okay.
going to get suspended for something.
Yeah, I mean,
That's an
he's
important part.
something made
part
up,
of the team.
exactly.
so here's what I think. I think that you have just this inherent bias because the Belichick has always just been like, we got one starter, Bill Belichick. But I also think Bill Belichick is really fucking smart. And he's going to see that he's got two different
what?
Oh, God, the suspense.
Two different what?
talented quarterbacks.
Is Stidham
Yeah.
talented?
So I think against certain defense, I think this might be the Nick thing where he's like saying like I brainwashed myself to think that we actually
These past 2 months, I convinced myself we have an all-pro
Yeah.
quarterback.
But I think we have two potential. If you asked me 2 months ago if we even had one potential starter, I would have said no. But now I think we have two potential starters.
I'm with
See,
that.
I don't like what's coming out of you guys. What you're making it seem like is if you make it seem like we have a good quarterback room.
We have a quarterback
I promise you,
controversy. We have
I
two
promise you,
pros.
we don't have a good quarterback room. We have
Okay.
a good quarterback and one career backup, and then Brian Hoyer, and then Stidham,
Hold on,
who's
watch some
completely
fucking Browns
unproven.
film. Watch some
Pause.
Browns
Okay,
film on that
okay.
career backup.
Yeah.
Pause.
Also, his time in Houston was amazing,
Stop.
right?
Stop
Right,
right
he went
now.
to Houston, I'm pretty sure.
Stop right now. What was Tom Brady before he was given an opportunity?
A backup for what, like a half a season maybe? He was always good. He was good in college. I don't want to hear it. He went to the 6th round on
He was-
bullshit. Everyone knew he was good from the start.
He was a backup. Tom Brady was a backup until given the golden opportunity Tom Brady was
Look,
back.
Stidham's unproven. I'm not going to say we have two good quarterbacks. There's
Yeah,
nothing
you're right.
that you can
You're
tell
right.
me we have two.
We have
good
two
quarterbacks.
great quarterbacks.
That's
Oh,
right.
You guys are out of your
And
mind.
actually, hot take here.
It's like Tom Brady never left, huh?
Nope.
We're just back
Nope.
on top. We're
Nope.
the top of the NFL.
I'm trying to give a hot take, and you're really not allowing that to
All
happen.
right, go ahead.
Julian Edelman attempts 30 passes this season.
We
I
have
think we're going
three
straight like
great
Wildcat.
quarterbacks. We have three great quarterbacks.
My Edelman thing, though, I think with a quarterback that can truly roll out like either Stidham or Newton can do, we'll do more throw backside double passes. I think it's going to happen
Do
like
you
twice a
think
game.
Cam Newton's gonna have possibly switched his game up at all and be maybe less mobile or at least more safe now, especially being in New England?
I don't think it's him changing his gameplay. I think he's going to play to the playbook. I think the Carolina playbook had him running himself into a wall.
Yeah, I mean, his best option was McCaffrey.
I think our playbook, I think we'll see more rollout and more throw on the run. But I think it's going to be a pocket passer system because that's what our system is. That's what Josh McDaniels. I mean, Tim Tebow was fucking throwing from the pocket with Josh McDaniels. That's the system.
We should have never got rid of him. I wanted to buy a Tebow jersey so bad, but I wanted to see if he made the team. Is Cam Newton a jersey worth buying? Then I think it sounds like from all of us, we're all in. Cam Newton's on the team.
I'm gonna buy a fake one on AliExpress for $12.
Okay, so
damn sure.
I guess that was my question.
One.
Was like at first I was thinking Cam Newton's probably not, and maybe not, probably not, but I'm well aware that he could be one of those signs that like just doesn't even end up making the team, which would suck.
No,
I think that's different too. I
think with the roster size expanding, because it's going from 53 to 55, right? That's the thing.
I believe so. And the NFL just announced earlier that this was known pretty much too, that the preseason's decreased to two games now.
Yeah, so we're gonna carry 3 quarterbacks with the extra roster space, and at his contract, there's no fucking reason not to. Either he starts and he's worth the extra money and incentives, or he's a backup, which I don't think he's going to be. I think he's too talented to be a backup.
And he's too, not even that this is a big deal to me, but like I said, he's a big personality. He's not a backup material. He would be too much of a distraction as a Patriot to be a backup. He needs to be our starter.
I don't think he's I think he's just too good.
Well, that you are obviously, I want him to be my starter based on that. But imagine if he was our backup and we had him getting interviewed and he's just wearing all this weird shit.
No one would interview him.
He wouldn't be interviewed. I didn't even play. That'd be awesome, honestly.
Will he be a personality in New England? Will that continue?
I mean,
if he wins,
we've signed. The Patriots have signed people that have had issues before, and they've still done well. Like Randy Moss, even though he didn't end well, he had. Yeah, it's not like he even had issues before, but like personality type issues, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know, like Randy Moss was a big personality issue before. He's still, even though he didn't really end well here, he did pretty well while he was here, and he was still like. I mean, he had locker room issues, but he, like I said, I think people give not even a bad rep, but people think once you come to New England that you're just like, oh, Belichick says so, I'm doing this. It's like, yeah,
you become a machine.
You can become a machine. I don't think it's quite like that.
I think if he experiences instant success, like throws like week 1, throws for 4 touchdowns, he's gonna have the outfit picked out for the interview after. It's gonna be great. If he's not like instantly good or like he's just instantly average, you're gonna see him just conform to the Patriot way. If he's good, you're allowed to be a personality. If you're successful, we hate you if you're not. That's the Boston market. You better not be in the news.
If he's bad, random stuff. Do well, yeah.
And I'm not saying it's not bad stuff. Just like people like for some reason that was like on ESPN all the time was his like outfit after the interview. I don't know why that was a thing. Media
people still give him shit for his interview after his Super Bowl loss. So to see if he does bad here, how would he react?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the media made that a thing, and, like, not that it's a big thing, but the outfit thing and stuff like that, like, it'll continue if he's successful, which I hope he is, and I want him to be, and I think it's funny. But, like, if you come to New England and you aren't instantly successful, us as the fans, it's terrible for you. You're no, like you don't get to think about those fun things because you're depressed as fuck because the market is destroying you.
So everyone on the radio is talking bad about you. Everyone on social media is talking bad about you.
Yeah, you just want to just go somewhere. Here's a question. Do you think he's showing up to game 1 with two separate outfits. One for I lost game one and one for
A more humble outfit for I lost.
I
Or do
hate
you-
that we're talking about this, but it's a thing, so we are.
This is 100% relevant, though.
like two post-game outfits planned. Is he going to walk into the stadium with a loud outfit?
Probably. I feel like that's not as much as much of a thing as
That
it
wasn't a
is,
thing,
like,
though. The thing
that's
was like the
an NBA
post-game
thing.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, an NBA thing is like the pregame outfit.
Or fucking Eli Manning looking like a fucking vampire. It's like
Yeah.
fucking out of Twilight with his goddamn scarf. Remember
Eli
that one?
Manning's
I think it's
just
still like
scary.
floating around the internet.
Yeah, he's like I feel like he isn't a real person, you know. I've only ever seen him on TV, and I'm obviously not. I've never been to a game or anything, but every time I see him, I'm like, this isn't a real person. Like he's just like
Fucking Eli
the
Manning
whole time.
was exclusively good at. He was only good in games that negatively impacted the Patriots.
Yeah.
Go for
When
it.
else was he ever good?
No
Crack it
options
open.
left. We are down to the Tangerine White Claw. So far, if I had to vote on either the Bud Light Black Cherry or the Truly Pineapple, which, as they say, is like comparing apples to oranges. It's comparing cherries to pineapples. I'm going with the Truly Pineapple.
See, yeah, the Bud Light seltzers aren't good, but I have brand loyalty because this is America, and I'm gonna buy a seltzer. It'll be a Bud Light seltzer.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, of all of those, I can't. It's hard to pick a favorite of those flavors. What was it? The black cherry Bud Light seltzer. I think the black cherry is the best seltzer flavor of them all.
For any brand, it doesn't matter. Black Cherry is
Yeah,
the
it just has the
yeah.
most flavor.
I think
It's
it's
like-
like the generic one. I think if you order a seltzer at a bar and you don't specify flavor, you're getting black cherry.
Oh yeah.
No, if they've got a mixed berry, Truly, you're getting a mixed berry Truly.
Okay.
We're getting off topic.
Okay,
I've
so
witnessed it. I've witnessed it happen. I had.
I've witnessed the same for black cherry. That's why I said it.
All right.
So I'm just gonna bring us back for a second. So you know how we're talking about Cam Newton? He's a
Yeah.
Patriot now. Maybe he'll get a bullshit suspension because that's what Goodell does to Patriots. You guys
Yeah.
see our fucking sanctions for the film crew filming
Yeah.
the Bengals?
Well, we lost like another third round pick
We
or
lost
something.
$1.1 million fine, third round
That's
pick,
nothing. It's chump
and are not
change.
and are not allowed to, like, you know how they're like doing it for some like weird show for like a subsidiary Kraft owned or whatever.
Yeah.
That show's
some-
not allowed to film for the 2020 season.
I mean,
not allowed to
Belichick's
film
probably
games.
happy about that. He probably didn't like cameras being
Yeah.
there for no reason, anyways. So
Okay,
Kraft is
Uh,
honestly pushing it a little bit. I feel like that he's really pushing his agenda where he just wants I feel like he's trying to make it more of a. I don't even know. He's trying to publicize the Patriots more than they need to be
he's
publicized.
trying to make more money, and so
Yeah, exactly.
I can't
Obviously, he's
argue
trying-
with
it.
The Patriots have always been like so quiet about everything and shit like that. You know, like
I mean,
why are we
I'm-
trying to have a TV show that's some kind of craft based thing? Like,
I mean, I think every team probably has like their local TV show.
It's stupid though. I'm not gonna.
I'm
watch
just
it
upset.
anyways.
I'm upset about this third round pick though.
Yeah, like
That's
we're used to it at this point. I'm not that surprised that they're taking
It's like
picks from us.
If we were filming a sideline in an attempt to gain an advantage, we wouldn't be doing it against the fucking Cincinnati Bengals.
Who at
Okay.
the time were what, like 1 in 10?
Ready? So, AJ Green, name one more person on the fucking Cincinnati Bengals.
You kind of cut out there. What'd you say?
I said AJ Green, name one more person on the fucking Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, I mean, Andy Dalton's not on the Bengals anymore. He
One
was.
more.
I thought he was
So-
going to be a Patriot at one point. Thank God he's not.
Pat, you got one?
I think I have said that. No, I don't. I don't.
He's already
'cause
moved
they
on. Yeah,
suck.
he's already moved on.
So I think that I've said this twice now on the podcast, saying I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist. So maybe I am because I'm having
Conspiracy
to.
theory time. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's dive in.
Dude, I'm all in.
but like kind of do believe that it's just like the Pats are too strong, and we want to bring it back to equality, so we're going to basically, the other shit's insignificant. We're going to pull away a pick, and we're going to try and more level the playing field here.
See, that would work if it wasn't for the 19 million compensation picks we're getting next year.
Yeah. The way I see it, whenever they take away a pick from us, just like before, I hope that Belichick's just going to do the classic Belichick thing and make a trade and be like, oh, yeah, you took away our pick, but guess what? We got Brandon Cooks. Remember, when we got Brandon Cooks?
Sign a Malcolm Butler.
Yeah, let's do it.
See, that's the thing. It's like they keep trying to cut us down, right? To deflate gate, fucking film gate, all this shit. They just try to cut us back. They try to level the playing field. But guess what? Bill Belichick just fucking runs it. He's like,
his fucking dog ran the draft. He didn't even need to be in his chair.
That was probably our best pick of the draft, too.
We don't, like, he's too good. He's trying to challenge himself. He's letting he's like, I'm going to get a random-ass quarterback, which is now Cam Newton's not random-ass quarterback, but I'm going to let my dog do the draft. I'm going to give away a third-round pick, and I'm going to eat some shrooms and then coach in the Super Bowl. That's probably what he's going to do this year.
I mean, until he proves us wrong, as always, in Bill we trust, you know.
So, in Bill we trust, absolutely.
He kind of proved us wrong a couple of years ago when he sat Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl. But
there's a story there that no one has.
I
don't know it, but there's a story to that we don't have.
Yeah, still mad about him for that. I don't care. Not going to get into it. We 100% would have won that Super Bowl otherwise. Anyways.
You think so? You're
100%.
confident? You're 100%. Confident in that?
100%.
So, like, you don't even entertain the possibility that he just has an off night, and
if Nick I am 100% sure that if Malcolm Butler was playing in that Super Bowl, that whoever was taking his place would not have gotten torched for over 100 yards in the first half and a couple of touchdowns, and Malcolm Butler would have at least cut that in half, at least, and we only lost by like one score anyways.
Because Tom Brady had a fucking night.
He had one of the best Super Bowls. I'm pretty sure the best offensive game in Super Bowl
history. The issue with that Super Bowl, though, was we did not expect Nick Foles to have a 15-inch dick. And once that came to light, we had no way
can't expect that. They were telling us for weeks. Big Dick Nick, and we just didn't believe it.
Yeah, we had no idea.
So, I completely agree. I was just playing devil's advocate. But, like, it's pretty certain, I would say. I don't know if it's just like my own New England arrogance or not, but like, yeah, it's pretty certain that benching Malcolm Butler was kind of like we shot ourselves in the foot on that one.
I think the bench, like, I don't know. I think I have been drinking the Kool-Aid and it's delicious and I'll continue drinking it. I think if Malcolm Butler plays, we lose that game by 10 more points than we lost it. Don't know how or why. But I think we lose by significantly more. I think Bill.
I hate to break it to you, you're the only person that thinks that.
Probably me and Bill. So fuck you. Me and Bill are on the same side.
I think at this point, Bill's every time Bill's even asked the question, doesn't want to answer it. You know, at this point, I'm pretty sure Bill even knows. He's like, damn.
I think Bill is like, we're gonna lose. I think Bill thought they could have won without him. I think Bill knew he had better odds with him, but he thought he could win without him, and he was just like. When like he was sending a message, I'm gonna fucking bench you during the Super Bowl. He was sending a message. He thought he was gonna send a message and then like unzip his pants and slap his cock on the table after, which didn't end up happening.
And then Nick Foles did that in the game, and we all saw the 15.
Yeah, no, it was big. It was very
to me that whole Super Bowl still seems like it was like I don't even remember it, like it still seems like a dream. That whole Super Bowl was fucked. If you remember, I was even questioning. They had horrible animations on the screen too. Like that whole Super Bowl was like poorly produced. It was like a bad Super Bowl. And then when we lost, it was like the biggest sure thing. As a Patriots fan too, we know that our Super Bowls have never been sure things. They've always been last second victories. That was one of the biggest sure things to me, was that Super Bowl. And
The thing about that though is that was a gift from the assholes of New England to the assholes of Philadelphia. That's probably the only fan base that, like, I get their hatred of, like, just their own team. Sometimes
I think the Philadelphia fan base of all sports deserves absolutely nothing. They deserve failure.
No, they are great fans.
No.
So I got another surprise topic for you here that just came up. If the Patriots just, like, dismantled and all of their players just retired, right? You didn't have a player to follow, and you just were given pick a team you're following now. Who would you like to be a fan of?
So the Patriots don't exist. Like, there's not a
Just
team. Like,
Patriots
so the
don't
franchise, like, we cut a franchise from the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't become a new franchise.
Nope, they're gone. They are gone. Who are you? What fan base are you identifying with?
So there are 3 fan bases I can see myself immersing in. The Bears,
Have fun
Buffalo,
with that.
and Philly.
I could see you as a Buffalo guy.
Those
I will
3
never-
fan bases are just amount of hatred I only felt as a Red Sox fan before 2004, where you love your team, but you despise every aspect of everything they do.
Yes.
And it's like
you can't help but, like, you have to love them, but you hate them so much.
baseball was like the first sport I watched, so my first experience as a fan and being taught to be a Red Sox fan at a young age was like, we love them, we would die for them, but fuck every player, fuck every coach, fuck every season since 1980.
They suck.
Yeah, but you
love them for it.
So that was my first, like, sports like introduction. So that's why, like, the Bears and the Eagles and the Bills, like, they just are such a devoted fan base for such inconsistent / shitty teams that I just respect it. And I join it. If my team was dissembled, like, gone, like, blown off face of the earth, all the players, shot in the back of the head, one of those 3.
Okay.
Daniel,
you
go.
had me sold there until shot in the back of the head, but all right.
Okay, shot in front of the head. I don't know why that makes it better.
Okay.
Go, Daniel.
That's honestly a tough one because for the longest time, I've always been a Patriots fan, and then after that, I like football. I watch all football games, so that's kind of tough. I've always been a Saints fan. I've always liked Drew Brees. I'm well aware that they are the biggest choke artists when it comes to the playoffs. They're just going to lose to the Vikings every year. Vikings are going to come out.
That's the ref's fault, though.
Yeah, totally.
It was, though.
It was that, I know. It's just a joke at this point that, like, I don't know. I've seen shit like people joke about shit like that. Like the Saints are just gonna end up losing to the Vikings, and then But anyways, I always have like the Saints. Damn, this is gonna sound
like the Buck, right?
You see, I'm glad that you can attest to that, because I was gonna say that, but I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh yeah, you like the Bucks now, right?
No, he did. And his dad has like a really nice Bucks jacket. Like, that's the guy.
The SpongeBob meme.
Yeah, I've been a Bucks fan my whole life.
No, I'll give you that. I know, like, even when the Bucks were terrible, like
I'm a Florida State
2002
football fan,
Gross.
So like I have roots, but like that's definitely another fan base. But at this point, it's kind of hard for me to say that, because now I kind of like, obviously I want Tom Brady to do good, but I kind of want them to do bad. If you listen to our first podcast, you remember that I really kind of want them to suck. So that was a previous, but Saints, possibly the Bucks. I have actually liked the Bears before, but
I like their fan base.
They're such a laughingstock at this point that it's hard to like them.
I love how much they hate their kickers. It's so fun to me.
Like, they hate them with a passion, because like they
send them death threats. That's so aggressive, and I love it.
But once you've lost so many times because of your kicker, it's like, all right, what the fuck's going on here?
I don't know, like, I would never like the Jets, but I have friends who are Jets fans, and the things they get excited about, I'm like, that's so much fun. Like, you're winning at halftime in a random regular season game, and you're happy like that. You're having a good time. I don't get that until the end of the Super Bowl because like my tolerance is so high for success.
Yeah, right. Like I'm not having a good time until we win, for sure.
Pat, what do you
no,
what are your
it's
teams?
cute though, but like it's definitely cute hoping for a winning season.
So for me, it's no three teams. It is 110%. If I could be any fan of any team other than the Patriots, it's like, boom, Pats disappear. I have to be a fan of somewhere else. Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
110%.
It looks like a great time.
I just want the table so fucking bad.
I would
And you
get,
know, like we can't do that because then
I
they're just gonna be like,
can't
"Oh,
do
you're
that."
copying Bills Mafia," you know? Like you have to
Like,
be a Bills
I
fan. If you want
I already
to be
have a
that.
Costco's membership, but if I didn't and I was a Bills fan, I would get one.
Yeah.
Buy tables in bulk.
Yeah,
And just break them.
absolutely.
Like, but had tailgating this weekend? Oh, can I get a 12-pack of 10-footers?
Yeah. At that point, I don't care. I don't even care if we win. I don't care if we lose. I don't give a fuck. I'm
That's what I'm
breaking
saying.
the table.
Yeah,
That's
no, that's a good point.
it's
If
like-
the Patriots don't exist anymore, I don't really care. I'm
Like,
not that devoted.
Can you enjoy a loss? Can you pick the fun parts out of a loss? No, you fucking can't. If you're a fan of a shitty franchise, you can enjoy a game that you lose, and that's fucking baffling to me. Like Bills
Yep.
fans, they brag about going to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row, and they didn't win any of them. Imagine bragging
Right?
about that. Fucking insane. I love it.
Yeah,
So I just cut out pretty bad, but
they're just happy to fucking be there. You know,
Imagine
they're like, we were
that's what I
there.
miss. I miss, being like 5 because that's the last time we weren't successful constantly, and being like, "Thank you for the run."
yeah.
Like I'm not thankful. Like fuck the Bruins last year.
Yeah,
Fuck your run.
absolutely. Yeah, I don't even give a fuck.
It's
I
like-
don't
that's
care
like,
about
did you
that season.
Yeah. It's like, did you see the video? I don't remember if it was last season or a couple seasons ago when the Bills clinched a playoff spot last win,
know,
and
it's
that
amazing.
O lineman was celebrating with his sons. I almost came to tears because they were so happy just to make the playoffs and then lose the next
I
week.
want to get that joy, and you're never gonna get that joy as a New England sports fan. So that
'Cause
might be a
even if we
blessing if they
suck-
delete.
Because
Yeah.
even if we suck, it doesn't matter because we had so long of a run of success now that it's like I can fall back on that.
It might be like a blessing to delete a franchise and make us, because then we get to experience weekly or daily joy, whereas opposed to it's mid-February, here's my fucking hit for the year, Super
Yeah.
Bowl, right in the
Right.
vein.
It's my hit for the. It's true though. It's how it is as a Patriots fan. It's like, oh, we went 14-2, okay, but did we win the Super Bowl?
Do we went 16 or 17-0 up until this point? If we lose, the season was a waste. And I hope everyone dies.
And guess what? That's how it is. No one even cares anymore.
Fuck that
That
team.
was the best team ever, undoubtedly. But
I'm at the point where I
doesn't
look
matter.
back.
They've
I
had
look
that
back
one
on
loss.
collecting cards as a child and looking at the stats on the back. I'm like, why the fuck did I care? Championships weren't listed. I don't care how many touchdowns, how many points per game.
I
Doesn't
don't care
fucking
that
matter.
Give me a
hit 0
banner.
home runs as a rookie, but 20 as in your second
Yeah.
year. Did you win a World Series
Yeah.
ever?
Give me a banner and a parade, or don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why.
Fuck who you are.
That's why when people say 17-1, it actually fucking hurts because I don't care about those 17,
Or
I
18.
really
Sorry,
don't.
It was 18. It was 18.
Yeah, it was
I
18.
counted wrong.
18, whatever,
That was
whatever
my
the
bad.
fuck it was. I don't care about those. I care about that one.
But you wouldn't. If
You
you're a
wouldn't
shitty
if that
franchise,
one wasn't the one, though. If that
It-
one wasn't
If that
the
happened
one,
to the Bears, they'd be bragging about that season still.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it'd be a
my point
fucking-
is, if the one loss wasn't the Super Bowl, it would be still the best season ever.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm saying.
The fact of the matter is, the one loss was the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying if that happened to any other franchise, their season was 18-1, they lost the Super Bowl, there'd be fucking a 30 for 30 on it. I would
Oh,
watch
yeah.
a 6-part Netflix series by now. They'd be getting together for the reunion of the great season.
Yeah,
Because it happened to the Patriots, it's like, oh, sucks.
Yeah,
Right?
they
Sorry.
fucking blew it. But in typical New England fashion,
Yeah.
which not a Patriots thing, but like more maybe of a Red Sox Bruins thing.
I think the
It's
Red
like,
Sox had it and gave it to everyone else.
yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
an STD, and then they treated it in the early 2000s. It
Yeah.
inflamed, took some time, and treated it again.
Treated
Yeah.
again.
yeah. Honestly, it's just like it's kind of just a thing that we're
Yep.
accustomed to at this point. Is
What-
unreal season, like kind of got it in the fucking bag, and fuck it up last minute.
So I don't want to start talking about the Bruins right now because I want them to do well and don't want to jinx it. We should talk Celtics because this
while we
is
still
like
have a little time, we should do that.
yeah, because this basketball comeback seems like more possible. There's some fucking big ticket free agents that you can
Are
sign to
there
the
though?
veteran minimum. Yeah, Cousins.
I was looking at a list. Okay. So that all right. You can make your point because I was looking at a list. We definitely do need a big man. Cousins is out there. I'm pulling it up right now for like a
So
current NBA free
I was
agent
saying
list.
Cousins, but the point I wanted to get to was fucking Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
not because he's gonna play. We owe it to him to bring him back for the ride. Because
I'm all in on that. Yeah,
As
I'm
a
all in
fan,
on
I don't
that.
give a
He
fuck about
loved
the ride.
Boston so much. I agree with that.
we give him
Sorry
the
if I
veteran
look
minimum.
weird right now too, because I'm just looking at a list on my screen.
Yeah, I think we give him the minimum to come back for the ride of whatever this fucking weird ass season is gonna be. Because they're extending our bench, so obviously we're gonna let Taco in his 2-way contract come up because fucking Taco is hilarious. But with that
But,
other
he's
spot-
worth it. But we have
Give him-
our other big guys are like, dude, Enos Cantor can kick rocks. I don't want him there. I didn't want him when we signed him. Like half of the green teamers were so excited because they just bleed green, But like Enos Cantor's not a good player. He never was. He wasn't good enough for the Brooklyn Nets or the fucking. Well, he was on the Brooklyn Nets, right? He wasn't good enough for the Knicks either. I know that. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't good enough for bad teams. What makes him good enough for a good team?
But we have Taco, dude.
Yeah, but on it, Taco's not that great either.
It's Taco, dude.
So but like you said, to bring up those free agents, dude, like yeah, DeMarcus Cousins, I like him. He's 6'11", dude. If he can get healthy, which at this point I feel like he might be healthy at this point, he's a good veteran, like his presence, There are a couple people too, like I mean I don't really like him that much, but Timothy Mozgov is over 7
Oh
feet tall.
fuck! Is he a free agent right now?
He's a free agent. He no longer has that stupid contract that the Lakers gave him. He's a free agent right now, and he wouldn't be a bad signing.
He'll
because
just grab boards. He'll just grab boards. That's all we need.
Yeah, and he's over 7 feet tall, and like I said, we need a good big man. Not that he's a great big man, but
He's
I don't
good though.
trust
He's
Cantor.
fit.
Yeah,
fit.
I don't trust Cantor. He
That'd
would
be-
fit.
I
Yeah,
didn't
he would
realize he was a
fit.
free agent.
Yeah, he is.
That'd be a
He
good
is.
get.
I would definitely like that. And even going away from centers, dude, I wouldn't mind Isaiah Thomas.
I think it would, like he'd play like 10, 15 minutes. He'd like be the when we take all the starters out, he'd be like the shooter.
Yeah, and I mean, we
Replace-
only have one backup point guard, and it's Javonte Green, if I'm looking at this current roster correctly, and I don't even know who he is. Oh, we have this
we
Tremont
also-
Waters guy, too.
Marcus Smart runs point.
Yeah, that's a good point. But, I mean, aside from Kemba, I think,
Yep.
I don't know, our bench is a lot of no-names. They've obviously been good for us somewhat,
Yeah.
but, like, I think we need some better names on that
even,
bench,
like,
and
I think-
Isaiah would be a good
It
name.
would be so he deserves like we owe it to him. I feel
Yeah.
like we kind of fucked him over on how he left, and like bring him back, give him like 1 point or was it 2.2 veteran minimum? That's nothing.
Yeah, it's
It'll be
not
so much to me, nothing to a fucking professional athlete, and let him come along and see what happens. Maybe he'll catch fire
Well,
one
yeah,
game and
I mean,
drop
I hear
40.
it. He would definitely do it for Boston too,
He was good here. He enjoyed it here. Pat, do you have anything on this topic?
I want to actually not, go away from the topic, but I do want to just make a slight tangent and then return. I have finished the tour of seltzers.
Oh my god.
And Black Cherry is in third place.
Oh, okay.
Pineapple, Black
Don't do it
Cherry,
by flavor. Don't do it by flavor doesn't matter. Do
Yeah,
it by
okay.
brand.
Bud Light is in third. Truly is in White Claw's coming in first. That's where we're at. Flavor may have been a factor. I cannot confirm or deny all those flavors. I am happy with those flavors, no matter what. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, I picked all those flavors because
I don't think they have a
thought-
bad flavor of seltzer. It's just like
Yeah.
you got to deal with the seltzer.
So, but is White Claw came out on top. Now we return back to the talk of the Celtics and basketball. Pat might go in timeout again. I don't really follow basketball. The way I look at it, I am 5'8", and I can run up with a ball in one up, grab the net, pull myself up off the net, and dunk a ball.
That's pretty impressive. Like,
And I'm 5'8". So like when I see a bunch of dudes that are like averaging 6'6", I'll call it, I'm not
Fair.
impressed. I'm just not impressed. Race the fucking rim. Like, let's make that shit 12 feet, and let's see some real shit go down.
All right.
That's where I'm at with that.
I mean, you're on a whole different topic there.
Yeah, I don't know how
respect
to
your
respond
opinion
to
on that.
That would be a cool sport. It would
Yeah,
no longer be basketball, but I'd watch
I
it.
do have a couple other free agents that I wanted to mention.
That being said,
Yeah, go ahead.
if the Celtics are going to the finals, I will watch every single game in the finals. If
And
I'm
you research the team, so you know who to complain about.
and I will know every fucking player
Who
on that
sucks,
team.
Who's nasty?
If you were at the bar of the Celtics playoff run where Terry Rozier was 0 for 14 from the floor, everyone in that bar knew every backup that could go in over Terry Rozier because I told them, and I told them who was averaging what. I hadn't watched the Celtics that season religiously
But
until
you
about a month
knew.
before. But I just,
you knew.
going into that bar, I was like, I know everyone that can go in for Terry Rozier because he's going to go ice cold because people are way too high on him.
Right. And that's where
Okay.
I'm at.
Yeah, I think Daniel's doing some research. Let's that come to fruition. What do you
Yeah,
got?
let's have
I
someone
mean,
who knows basketball talk about basketball.
It's not even much research. I literally typed in on Google current list of NBA free agents.
Sick
and
brag, your computer can have 2 tabs.
I looked for what the most noticeable names were. Lance Stevenson's still out there,
Ew, no, hard pass.
and it's a hard pass for
You
you.
say
but
J.R. Smith next?
J.R. Smith actually just completed his deal with the Lakers, which
Oh.
is huge for the Lakers.
Because Avery
until-
Bradley's not going.
Yeah, until J.R. Smith forgets that they're playing in Disney and shows up to the Staples Center because he's stupid. But Lance Stevenson's out there. That is a good veteran personality you want, especially if we can make it deep in the playoffs, dude. He is just someone that can aggravate the shit out of your best player. We've seen him do it to LeBron for years. And the other player that's out there, I never liked him, but I want to bring Linsanity to Boston / Orlando. Jeremy Lin's out there. He just came off a championship. Yeah, he just came off a championship with Toronto, too. He's on a high. We need a point guard.
I
man.
like the need of point guard. I'd prefer Isaiah Thomas because no matter what, they're coming at the veteran minimum at this point.
Exactly.
So for the same money, I want Thomas over fucking Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, no, that you bring that up. I never really liked Jeremy Lin either, but it's a question to bring up who would actually be more of a contribution to the team.
Me and Pat
I'm not
had some
sure.
friends who loved Jeremy Lin, so I wouldn't mind seeing him on the team because I feel like I'd have friends that would be obsessed with him.
He's still.
Yes, Jeremy Lin
he-
is still playing.
Is
So-
a championship
He has a
winner,
ring.
actually.
He's got a
He
ring.
won a championship with Toronto. Don't think he played any time at all in the championships, but
I can't
Doesn't
fact
matter.
check that because I'm lazy, but
With the exception of 2 weeks of Linsanity, I thought that he just didn't. He was hired, and he played for Linsanity, and boom, he went and now he's a fucking computer engineer or some shit. I don't know.
no, he hung around the league and he's contributed. I'd say he's contributed. I wouldn't say he's done well or
yeah, he's
met those
he's
high
floated around the
Linsanity
league ever
expectations.
since Linsanity.
He's never really gotten a true point guard starter shot. He's been kind of fucked with he showed he could be the go-to scorer in that span. And I don't think any team was really confident enough to let him do it.
Yeah, and Yeah, exactly. He was good for a short amount of time, but just how you said it. No team is gonna, off of just a couple weeks span, be willing to make
he's
him
no
number
Jimmy
one.
Garoppolo.
I mean, yeah, they put it that way.
How is there not a 30-30 on Linsanity? Like
There might be.
They're probably working on it.
that was like such a wild time. Like I don't even follow basketball, but I knew Linsanity was a thing.
Like
What
he
was
went
going
head to
on?
head with
He
Kobe,
made
and
sure
like
you knew it was a thing.
I'm
Jeff
pretty
made
sure he
you knew it was
dunked
a
on
thing.
Kobe.
Bowie made sure you knew it was a thing.
Yeah, I mean maybe it was just the people I was surrounded by, but like I haven't heard about basketball since Linsanity.
Your last update. Your last
Is
Is this
update on
not a
that.
sports, like mostly sports podcast? Do you have any
No.
contributions here?
It-
I'm fucking
Just
with you.
don't care.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Make the hoop 12 feet high, or I don't care. That's where I'm at.
That's the only complaint about basketball that you have. You're like, I don't care that they flopped, that no defense is really played. Just make it cooler.
I got so fucking sick and tired.
Make a 6-point shot.
I got so sick and tired of watching ESPN Top 10, a bunch of guys who can fucking dunk without even leaving the fucking ground. 6 of the top 10 are people dunking. I don't give a fuck.
Mid basketball
Right?
season
Really
top
cool.
10 was just as boring as midsummer top 10, where it was just like 9 home runs and then like a weird golf thing I didn't understand.
Yeah, I mean, like, Sports Center sucks.
If it's
Let's
not
put it that
football
way.
season, top 10's garbage.
And
No,
hockey's
that
never in
time
the
that
top
like
10.
three
Hockey is good,
sports are playing at once is always
They
good.
could
Like
make a
baseball,
good-
hockey, and basketball all playing at once. That's a good top 10 to
No,
have. You know?
they could make a good top 10 with hockey, but no one at ESPN, aside from that one guy who's Pat's going to know his name, but I forget it.
The dude with the
Yeah.
absolute lettuce.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
He was a
I
coach
haven't
back
watched
in the day.
ESPN for so long.
Well, they have one hockey analyst. I don't know if they have others, but they actually have one, and that's it. And
Yeah,
they
they
don't
definitely have
give the
one.
hockey plays any love. So at
No.
most, you're going to get one on top 10.
Yes.
Unless there's like an unreal
Unless the
goal
Olympics.
and an
Unless
unreal
it's the
save,
Olympics.
you know, or like it was like an overtime game. Yeah,
Unless
it's like
TJ Oshie is playing the Olympics, you're going to get
American
one.
hero, true American hero.
True American hero.
God bless TJ Oshie, but yeah.
Don't know what team he's on now. Probably hate
Oh,
him.
yeah, couldn't tell
Probably
you.
hate him now. Don't know what happened to him after that fucking shootout. No clue.
No.
Is he alive?
Yeah. Is he playing for St. Louis?
My guess was like Penguins or Capitals because they
He
just
was
stack all their
playing,
lines.
I'm pretty sure. Like he definitely was playing up until
Hold on.
recently.
Someone want to research that?
I'm on it right now.
Okay, just Google it
I'm
and
going
just
faster.
NHL former teams: Washington Capitals, St. Louis.
St. Louis was where he like was actually played, right? And then he bounced around on like
Yeah, he primarily played at St. Louis.
Says he's
And-
currently on the Caps.
Oh,
he's
so
on
I
the
was
Caps
right.
at this
I knew it was
point.
Capitals or Penguins because they just fucking fill their rosters with talent. I don't
Yeah,
understand how the Capitals.
I was gonna say I feel like he's been on the Caps like for a few years now. Like he was
Yeah, but-
on their Cup team too.
He's on the
wasn't
Caps since 2015.
he? Yeah, he
But
was
if
on
you
their Cup
haven't
team.
cared about TJ Oshie since that Olympics, 2015 is pretty recent.
Exactly. That's like,
Right,
oh
yeah.
yeah, good for him.
If I close my eyes and picture TJ Oshie, that's what I see as TJ Oshie. Also, I haven't bought a Chell game since then, with the exception of Chell 20, which I had to fucking delete to play Call of Duty. So I haven't even fucking played.
See, I haven't bought a Chell game since they updated Ben Scriven's stats and stopped making him aggression of 99. Okay, so this goalie, Ben Scriven's fucking legend, in like NHL, like it must have been like 11. Every play, he'd sprint out to the blue line and make a diving save from the blue line. It was fucking hilarious. It was like a glitch in the game. And he was on an AHL team that me and Pat found. And so we'd only play as this AHL team. We'd like flip a coin and
Should I
winner
keep
would
playing as
get
him?
Scrivens as their goalie. And then like a year later, he got called up and has like been a consistent NHL goalie since then.
Yeah, we
Want him.
we scouted him first.
Yeah, that was the point I was getting at. Was we get credit for his success, and I expect a check in the mail.
Yeah, no, I feel like we've all experienced that, like maybe on separate occasions at one point. Like I feel like we've low key discovered people in the minor league of like the
Dominic
show
Brown. Dominic Brown
Yeah.
and Phillies.
on MLB The Show, right, dude? Like we've all done that. We've discovered players like, oh, he's a really good like prospect. How come we don't hear about him? And then they blow up 2 years later.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, I would trade for that
Scrivens-
guy for peanuts.
Scrivens never did blow up.
He had
but he did.
He had that one game where he had like 58 saves.
He did. I think he does hold the long shutout still. I'm pretty sure that is a stat that Scrivens holds.
And we discovered him 2 years before that because we were playing because we only played as AHL teams. Because if we played as NHL teams, Pat was too much better at the game than me, and it wasn't fun.
Yeah,
But if
made
we
it more
both played as AHL teams, you couldn't stick handle because they're all just fucking brutes.
Yeah, they suck.
So it was just fucking clappers from the blue line and just cross checks all game.
Scrivens set an NHL record for most saves in a regular season shutout, 59, in a
Jesus.
3-0 win against the San Jose Sharks. I don't even know what fucking team he was playing for at that point.
I
It
think
doesn't even
Stars.
say.
I think the Stars.
See, I'm leaning Islanders. Let's see.
Check the
I think
stats
it was
on.
the Islanders.
I don't even think Snapchat existed at this point. I think I called you when this happened.
Scrivens, Oilers,
Oilers.
January 29th, 2014.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I called you and it was a big deal. I think we talked about it. I think that was the first time we talked since graduating. Like,
Yeah, it was like, oh, fuck,
Like, I
Scrivens
needed
is
to call
all
you.
on the news.
Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, it was great, great.
And it
stuff.
only happened because Jonathan Quick was injured.
Thank God, apparently.
Beautiful.
That's unreal.
Okay, guys, I think we're at our limit. So
I think we're there.
We hit some good topics. That was
yeah,
I think we did good right there. That was awesome. The
That was
Celtics. I think we got a good chance, man. I hope. I don't know if we're going to end up signing anyone. Just to go back to that topic, okay. My thing is, I don't even know if we're going to sign anyone. They're probably going to end up sticking where they are, which I don't know what that does to their chances. So we'll see.
So I'm just gonna end it now.
No, hold up.
Check out our
Hold up.
website, cocknewinglander.com. We get some blogs and things to read. We'll post more frequently as soon as I have felt like posting more. And check out our Teespring store. So the thing is, I was supposed to have the page queued up for our YouTube listeners and watchers to see the stuff, but I promise you, it's really confusing to do that. And instead, just imagine yourself wearing something that you're like, this is a nice shirt, and that's what we have.
Exactly. Yeah.
So listen
Exactly.
for next week.
Peace.
Later.